Hello everybody, it's Rambo here, and just another crazy day today. Sybil, it's like you throw up a rock up in the air and somehow it just keeps going up. Incredible. It bested me. I sold right here. I'm still waiting. I'm not getting FOMO. I'm happy with the amount of money that I made on this one. I made it coming down here, and I got in here, made it coming up here. Um, I'm not sad about that. Uh, don't ever be upset about taking profits. I'll make moves like this every single day if I could. If I make a move like that every single day, um, I'm making a lot of money, and so will you. Actually, now I'm a little bit more experienced. I wouldn't really advise anyone to get in on a move like this. Um, but if you do, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy upstairs in a dark corner with some monitors. And but what happened was it continued to go up, and it's really hot right now. So um, I will just sit on my profits, be happy. I will wait for a pullback. It could continue to go up, and I'm not going to get upset about that. I know sometimes it's kind of a weird buyer's type remorse or something like that in opposite, where you get out and you see it go up and you just kind of get a feeling of, oh man, I just hope that stock goes down. It, you know, it's like a girlfriend who dumped you, and you just feel like, oh, I hope she has a rotten life or something, something like that, because she hurt me. But Sybil didn't hurt me. I made money on it. I'm happy. Let it go. Let it have fun. When it comes back down, maybe you'll catch her on the rebound, right? Here to stay with the analogy. Get back in it. And okay, let's say it rips up, and let's say then it comes back down. It might come back down to just about where you sold it, or maybe even lower, and then you could really, swoop in. So always keep that in mind. Okay, that keeps you from selling, and it goes up a little bit more, and then you're like, oh, it's still going to go up, so I buy right here, and then it goes down. Don't play that game. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. It does not work. So more of a learning lesson than talking about Sybil, because it's pretty much what I said yesterday. Wait, it's got to take a rest. It's got to take a rest. So that's what I have for Sybil. And with that note, here we go with ILUS. Right? I bought in here, sold up here. And here we go. It's coming down. So just pretend this is Sybil, right? Maybe Sybil, I thought it would come down right here, and oh, we had another up day, and then all of a sudden, okay, so I'm really happy about this. This is what I was hoping for with ILUS. I hope she comes down, takes a nice, easy rest. This big red candle, now this candle is a little bit smaller. Just what I like is nice sloping down, down to I don't know, 3082 down to maybe even 23.11. I can't remember. I'll measure the move here real quick. Sorry, I should have had that up here already. Okay, 50% on this move, around 0.289. That would be a really, really, really nice rest for ILUS to get ready for another really long jump up. So that's what I'm looking for with ILUS. Also, continuing downward here. Again, that area would be, maybe around the blue, the second deviation bounce. Again, it would be nicer if it came down around the 2.6 area, or whatever I said for the 50% retracement. So that's what we have with ILUS. Then we have Fern. Fern, a tremendous day today. Little bit of rest, um, and I'm in right here. Now I'm just enjoying the jump up. Again, very very parabolic. I probably would expect, and this is incredible. It broke the 99.8%, what I call the big brick wall here. They very rarely finish right here. This one did. I do expect here pretty soon that we're going to have a move down, um, but maybe not. It might continue upward a little bit, but again, wait for the dip. Don't get in on a big move like this. Just let it. We need a big rest with Fern here too. It might be a couple more days. It might be, Friday is usually a sell-off day. We might get some action there. Maybe not. But that's, guys, that's what I'm just, offering advice of let it come back down. Like I said before, we had a great move up, and then look what happened here. Great move up, comes down. Stocks do that. It just looks more dramatic because this is bigger. But guess what? Before this was here, this move right here looked actually bigger than this move. Okay, so always keep that in mind. Always, always, always. If you miss it, let it go. It will come back to you. Okay. Again, Fern still looking really strong. LGBS, I kind of predicted this long downward move here. It's having a nice little 45-degree. That's what you want, guys. I'm thinking it's still maybe going to come. This isn't a head and shoulders, so I'm going to get rid of that. It looks like we're probably going to get down to the -1 deviation, which would be so nice. Nice long 2-3 months rest, and then this thing, we're into 2 months right now. We're getting to a point to where we could, start making a move. I have my downward trend line right here, and I'm waiting for that to break over. The way it's looking right now, it's going to be a while. I have my little buy-in area or caution area right here. One thing that's kind of concerning here is we have kind of like a descending wedge. That's not good because that usually means that there is a even steeper downward trend. So that's something to look at here. I would like to see something before that point to start breaking and coming through, like right here, or as I want would be about right here, something like that. And then I'd wait for a dip down where it stays above this trend line and come back up. Why do I say that? Because a lot of times stock will, oh, here we go. Here we go. It's going to go up now the next day. And then what happens? It comes back down. It teases you. It stays right along. It breaks up again, maybe even bigger. And you're like, okay, here we go. And then it comes back down again. ILUS did this for months, guys. All right. And then it came up a little bit. And then it broke down right here, which would make another trend line. And then what did it do? It straddled that line. And if you notice, that's consolidation. So you want to wait for it to make a positive move up. Have a resistance line up above right here like this, and let it do all this stuff, and then have it finally break out, and then downward trend, bounce, and then you buy in there. So that's what we want to get with ILUS. And then I have one right here based on my new indicator that I'm looking at. And I just wanted to share it to you guys. Something to look at. It is FLUX. So what we have here is a deep crab based off of the harmonics indicator. And what this does is it measures these moves based on Fibonacci levels. And this line right here is a harmonic optimum price for it to get down here. But this is kind of your buy zone. You want to wait for it to come above the buy zone, retest, bounce, and this could take a while, right? This action right here, it could very well, you want to wait for a blue candle and have it come back and bounce and test this area. The test might be right here, and then have it work its way up to, and it gives you a target price 1, target price 2, and the great target price 3. Many times when it comes down into this area right here, you get this move up to T2. Obviously, farther down is kind of like the wolf wedge, like a rubber binder. You really pull that thing down, and again, this sometimes takes. This is not a 2-day swing. This is a longer investment trade. This could take weeks to months for this to get up to this price. But we're looking anywhere. Let's say if we get in at about this point. Even just right here, that's 64%. If it gets to T3, that's 132%. Even just to the basic line here, we're not even, getting over the downward trend line here, and we make 30%. So it's this is very promising. Of course, this is still an indicator. It's somewhat of a kind of a future indicator. So it's based off of Fibonacci retracements and extensions, and it's a pretty good idea that we should be able to get up here. You still have to play, guys. You still have to play the candles. That it doesn't mean it's going to get up there. It could start coming up, and then it could fail. You have to have a stop loss. Because nothing's perfect. If this was guaranteed, everyone would be doing it, and not everyone's doing it, and there's a reason why. You have to learn how to do this trade. I'm still learning the very fine intricacies of it, but it's looking very promising, and I just wanted to throw that one out there to you. Right now we're at the low is 475. We're at 499. It was down for 4% today. We are in the RSI is at 26, so that's very good. You want to buy low and you want to sell high. So this is indicating it's in a good area. But again, you don't buy in right here because this could continue down to the optimum price level. So you want to wait and see what happens. You want to wait for some blue candles for a sign of a trend change. A good thing to do is to set a trend line right here and wait for it to break. Come up to this level right here and work your way up. That's kind of the strategy behind it. Again, don't quote me on that. I'm still learning this too, but I've been reading the book by Carney on this, and I'm definitely still learning, and I'm sure I've stumbled over some important things, but that's because I'm being quite quick on it here to try to just get the idea out there of what I'm thinking. So, but with that said, guys, I hope you had a really good day trading. I hope you were green, and we will see you tomorrow.